if you're not a fan of ranting, if you were not a fan of my day-to-live Chibi Rant, then you are not going to like what is about to happen in this video. What the fuck was this episode? This was literally a entire piece of shit. I mean, this was bad. Let me tell you in the different reasons of why this episode was bad. I have a lot right now to explain. For one thing, what is with the massive amount of Oppai just forced into my fucking face the entire episode? Okay, so the first scene we have right off at the beginning of this episode, we have this random girl just fucking introduced, and the way you introduce her is getting a glass of water and water spilling on her fucking Oppai. Are you kidding me? That is the first thing how you introduce a character, and let alone the episode start off. This is getting as bad as Daylight. So right there, I'm just going to tell you that right there about the problem with the beginning. Okay, so as the episode progresses, you slowly start to see a decline in animation. There is a fucking shit ton of animation dirt faces. Like, there was an actual animation audio fail in this episode. You probably would not have noticed if you didn't pay attention, but there's one scene where our main good guy, I guess, that was introduced this episode that turned into a fucking villain for some reason, was starting to yell while he's being held by the girl, and as you see him talk, I'll have the video somewhere here, you'll see him, like, trying to talk with the frames moving, but he's not talking, it's the girl behind him talking. What kind of audio fail is that? Is this Wizard Baristers? Wizard Baristers did this shit. Blade and Solar, or Blade and Oppai, are you trying to do something like that now? Either way, there's another reason why this episode was bad. You want to know another reason? How did our main good guy character that was introduced this episode that had Alka working for him turn into that at the end? Like, what the fuck is with the personality change? Why did his entire personality just change right at the end? He's like, Alka, I don't want to kill nobody, I want to cause less problems. And then all of a sudden, he turns, he's like, Alka, kill everybody, kill everybody. And so he goes freaking out, about to stab everybody, about to stab the freaking mayor. And then all of a sudden, okay, he stabs the girl right between, you guessed it, the Oppai. He's like, oh, I killed her, oh my god, why? And he's like, he just said less than 2 minutes ago that he wanted to kill everybody. Are you fucking kidding me? He's feeling sorry for killing someone when he even said himself he wanted to kill everybody. That fucking logic. So, anyways, besides that, the only good moment of this episode is the last second of this episode. That is when the episode ended. Okay, so let's talk about something else. The other parts of the animation of this episode. What the hell was with the blood animation? Okay, so the girl gets stabbed, okay? Now look properly. If you watch the scene, you'll see no blood at all come out of her, and there's blood and all that. I mean, you'd think there'd be blood leaking if you got stabbed in the fucking chest. I mean, doesn't that seem possible? And then, oh yeah, and when there's another scene panning up, it looks like they just freaking dabbed black spray paint on the freaking picture. That's all it was. I mean, that was the poorest amount of animation quality I have seen for blood. I mean, the blood wasn't even enjoyable. And that's one thing I think the series had going for it. Even failed in that department. Oh yeah, did I forget to also mention that there really was nothing entertaining about this episode at all? I mean, what was the main point of this episode? What did this episode do, okay? It brought in a fucking plot device from last episode, the blue little flowers, that was introduced last episode, into this episode, and somehow they're major importance in this episode when we just have our main character that turned into a villain, technically our main character this episode turned into a villain, and then we don't really understand what's going on, so what? Okay, so, I didn't get the point across. What was the plot of this episode? I mean, all these characters were just dropped on top of us, and am I supposed to fucking care about these characters? Really? Am I supposed to care when I see this girl getting stabbed? Am I supposed to care when this dude goes insane and gets freaking, almost his head cut off by the freaking dancing CGI lady? What? Blade and Soul, or Blade and Oppai, get your shit together, because I don't like it. Oh yes, there was a couple of people that disagree with me in my last review, saying that the reason why Alka, our rockless, lifeless character, has no personality and doesn't talk a lot is because we could fit ourselves into her shoes, and we could see how her point of view is. The reason why it's for this, because this is based off an MMORPG. Okay, so since it's based off an MMORPG, the first conclusion that anyone would come to is maybe it's because they want us to be able to sit our shoes inside of Alka's to be able to play as her character. Like, we're trying to imagine ourselves as Alka, okay? So, I can understand that point of view, but that is for games. That is for games where you could control a character, okay? This is not a game. This is actually a story anime. Anime is meant for entertainment and story, not where you put yourself inside of the actual character's shoes that is lifeless. The character is so lifeless that I don't get no personality out of her. I can't fit myself in her shoes. She has no character at all. So, this is going to be the end of My Chibi Rant on fucking Blade and Oppai or fucking Ass and Oppai. I don't know what the hell this is anymore. I hate the series. I fucking hate the series so much. Oh my god. So anyways, I love you all. Please be safe. Chibi out.